Hi everybody. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can add and subtract numbers in standard form. So we're going to work through example 1 and example 2, and then we'll try some exam style questions. And if you want to work along with me, you can download a copy of a PDF from my website. I'll leave a link below. So for question 1, we're going to add 3.6 times 10 to the 5 to 8.4 times 10 to the 4. And to add these two numbers together, we need the same power of 10. And it's easier to write this number as 10 to the 5. So if we've got 8.4 times 10 to the 4, and we want to write it as 10 to the 5, then we need to multiply 10 to the 4 by 10. Because using the rules of indices, we'll add the 4 to the 1 to make the 5. But now to keep it balanced, we need to divide the 8.4 by 10. And this will give us 0.84. So now we can add together the 3.60 times 10 to the 5 to the 0.84 times 10 to the 5. And when you add these two together, we get the 0, add the 4, the 6, add the 8, and the 3, add the 1 to make 4. And this is times 10 to the 5. Okay? And then for part B, to add these two numbers together, we need the same power of 10. So we need to write this number using 10 to the 7. So 8.3 times 10 to the 5, using 10 to the 7, how do you think we go from 10 to the 5 to 10 to the 7? And what effect does this have on the 8.3? So we need to multiply this by 100. When you add two more zeros to this, we get 10 to the 7. So this means we need to divide the 8.3 by 100. And this will give us 0.083. So our addition is 2.900 times 10 to the 7 plus the 0.083 times 10 to the 7. When you add these two together, we've got the 0 add the 3, 0 add the 8, and the 9, and then the 2. So this becomes 2.983 times 10 to the power of 7. And for question C, we need to apply the same idea when we're dealing with a subtraction. So we need to write this number using 10 to the 6. So 9.1 times 10 to the 5, writing it as 10 to the 6, what do you think this will be? So we multiply this by 10, which means we divide this by 10, and this will give us 0.91 times 10 to the 6. So our subtraction becomes 6.40 times 10 to the 6 minus the 0.91 times 10 to the 6. Then we've got the 0 take away 1, so we'll borrow 1. This becomes 9. We'll take 1 from the 6. 13 take away 9 is 4. Then we've got 5.49 times 10 to the 6. Okay? Do you want to try question D yourself? And then for question D, we need to write this number as 10 to the 4. So we've got 5.1 times 10 squared. Writing it as 10 to the 4, we'll multiply this by 100. So we'll divide the 5.1 by 100. And we get 0.051 times 10 to the 4. So our subtraction, 4.050 times 10 to the 4, take away 0.051. Then we've got the 0 take away 1, so we'll borrow 1 from here. It becomes a 9. 4 becomes a 3, carry it 1 over. Then we've got 9, 14 take away 5 is 9, 9 take away 0, and then 3 take away 0. So we've got 3.999 times 10 to the power of 4. So do you want to try question 2 yourself? You can pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go through the worked solution. So the first thing we're going to look at is this denominator. And you can see we need to write this 10 to the 3 using the same power we have here. So we need to convert 5 times 10 to the 3 to something times 10 to the 4. So we'll multiply this by 10, we'll divide the 5 by 10, and we get 0.5 times 10 to the 4. So now our addition is 3.0 times 10 to the 4 plus the 0.5. And this becomes 3.5 times 10 to the 4. And this is our denominator. So the calculation is 7 divided by 3.5 times 10 to the 4. But because we're looking at standard form, it's easier to write this 7 as 7 times 10 to the 0. Because we know anything to the 0 is just 1. And then we can divide the 7 by the 3.5. This will give us 2. And then using the rule of indices, this will be 10 to the 0, take away this 4. This is the division rule. So times 10 to the power of 0, take away the 4, which will give us 2 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay? Let's try some exam style questions. So for question 1, we're told that the table shows the volumes in kilometers cubed of the 3 oceans. We've been asked to calculate the total volume of these 3 oceans. Do you want to try this question yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. So to find the total volume, we need the Arctic Ocean and the Southern Ocean to be written as 10 to the 8. So if we multiply 10 to the 7 by 10, we'll divide this by 10, and we'll get 0.188 times 10 to the 8. We've got the Atlantic Ocean, and then we'll do the same for the Southern Ocean. And this will give us 0.718 times 10 to the power of 8. And then we just need to add these together. So we've got the 8 add the 8, 16. The 8 add 1 is 10. And then we've got the 9 add 1 is also 10. And the 3 add the 1 would give us 4. So this will be 4.006 times 10 to the 8 kilometers cubed. Okay, let's try one more question. So in this question, we've been asked to find the median of these 4 numbers and to give our answer in standard form. Do you want to try this question yourself? Come back when you're ready. Okay, so because we want the median, we need to write them in ascending order. So we need them all to be the same power of 10. So I'm going to write them as 10 to the 5. So we've got the 2.5 times 10 to the 5. We need to multiply this one by 100. So then we'll divide the 3.5 by 100. And this will give us 0.035. We need to multiply 10 to the 4 by 10. So we'll divide the 4.6 by 10. This will be 0.46 times 10 to the 5. And then we need to divide 10 to the 6 by 10. So we'll multiply the 5.1 by 10. This will give us 51 times 10 to the 5. So in ascending order, we've got the 0.035. Then we've got the 0.46. The 2.5 times 10 to the 5. And the 51 times 10 to the 5. So we know the median will be halfway between the 0.46 and the 2.5. To work this out, we can just find the mean of these two values. So we need to work out 0.46 times 10 to the 5 plus the 2.5 times 10 to the 5. and then we'll divide that by 2. So the 0.46 plus the 2.5, we'll have the 6, the 9, and the 2 times 10 to the 5. And then we need to divide this by 2. So 2.96 divided by 2. 2 into 2 will go once. 2 into 9 will go 4 times. We'll carry over the 1, and we get 1.48. This will be 1.48 times 10 to the power of 5. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you did find that helpful, please like and subscribe. And you can download the full lesson and a PDF that accompanies this video from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link below.